Equalizer, I just auditioned for. You know, I mean, I really wanted to obviously work with Antoine and Denzel, but you know, they just sent it to me, and I read it and I auditioned, and they were like, "We want you," and so I said, "Okay." I think there's a certain thing just about the way I look. I have sort of a menacing look about me, but also, you know what I consider, because people, I've been asked this question before, and people say, you know, there must be something creepy about you or something about, and I actually think that villains and psychotic individuals, like I sometimes play, exist with a certain freedom to do what they want and say what they want, and I think I have a lot of things in my life where I'll, you know, somebody will cut me off on the road and I'll be like, I want to kill that person, blah, blah. And then like when I get to do a film or whatever, I get to actually like be that guy who will do that and I, you know, I have a philosophical thing too where I feel like a lot of society's laws are kind of arbitrary, and that we, you know, like things like we eat cows, like I love a tasty burger, but like the idea of eating a dog is like inconceivable to us, the most horrible thing ever. And I, in my mind, have a certain understanding, I think, of subject position and how society's laws are kind of arbitrary, and I kind of like playing with that. And I feel like the villains and the psychotics in our movies do that. They sort of expose to society, they reveal to society their punk nature, which is to say, like, your laws are ridiculous, and why can't I kill people? Why can't I exist in this way? Why do I have to say please and thank you? Why do I have to be your friend? And that's a question that I, in my life, like to ask on a subtler level than that. But yeah. And I'm actually very non-confrontational in life too, and I find that like acting affords me an ability, because the things that, you know, whatever it is inside me, the rage or the whatever, when you do it in real life, people look at you and they don't like it. But when you do it on screen, they applaud and they love it. So I think that's where I like to do it. Yeah. It's thrilling, you know. If you're going to go after a shark, like, it might as well be a big great white, you know. And so that's like what I like, and especially those guys, because they're such strong, you know, masculine figures, and I love going up against that. Yeah, I mean, and you know, they're such, as performers, they're both very different and very unique, but they're both really present and available and creative and very grounded, like actors, really invested in doing the scenes and stuff. And so that's where I come from as well, from a background of like really wanting to create something special and something beautiful and something in the moment. And they're about that too. So that's who you want to play tennis with. You know, that's who you want to be acting with. There was a musical that was coming to town with Hugh Jackman called The Boy from Oz. And they called me up and said there was a young love interest for this lead gay character that Hugh was playing, and they wanted me to audition for it. And I said, I don't sing and dance, really. You know, I'm not a musical guy. And they were like, my agent was like, no, you don't understand. They want to see, they know you, and they want to see, you can carry a tune. It's fun. They want to see you. And I was like, all right. I mean, and they sent me some sheet music, and I literally, I was like, I looked it over, but they were like, don't worry about it. It's a meeting. Don't worry about it. And I showed up, and it was like 150 dudes in like leg warmers and like warming up and like la 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 la. And I was like in jeans and a t-shirt, like horrified. And they literally like were like, David Harbour, you ready? And I was like, yeah, sure. I walked in the room, and it was like one of those desks and like 80 people, and they were like, the piano was like da 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 da, and I started singing the worst you've ever heard song, and they were like, thank you, and I was like horrified, and I left and wept.